Hello guys, welcome back to our Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII, and today we are heading straight on into Kalm, which is the second town after Midgar, and don't worry, it's nowhere near as big as Midgar, although we do have a little bit of a story element here that we are going to undertake. And to kick things into motion, as you enter the town, your party will split, as in split out of you won't actually be leaving them. And I think you can do a little bit of shopping before, but you don't want to buy the cannonball for Barrett, which is a new weapon, since you probably just stole the atomic scissors. If you haven't, then you should want to do so. That was in the last episode of the custom sweeper, which is an enemy just outside Kalm, a mechanical enemy. Buy a couple of tents, since they always come in useful. We still can't buy high potions. Not to worry, we'll get some later. Okay, the material store. We don't have a heal material yet, so we'll grab that. And we don't have earth either, so we'll certainly be grabbing that as well. We'll just equip those to make sure... there's no point yet, not until we've got our characters back. It's a good weapons store. As you can see, you probably won't need to buy any weapons. There's a slice of gravy tea, but I'm not going to bother. We've already stole the hard edge for Cloud, which is a superior weapon to the one we can buy. The atomic scissors, which we stole for Barrett, is also superior. And the striking staff, which we stole for Ares, is also superior. So if you've been following this walkthrough, you won't need to buy anything there. But if you haven't, and you want some upgrades, then by all means go ahead and buy some now. And when you're ready, you can enter the inn. I think she'll tell us our party's upstairs, yep. As you can see, there's an item there, but you can't reach it. The trick here is to just do it a few times. I think it's 5 times, this is number 3. And eventually Cloud will get annoyed. And collect the item properly. And it's a Mega Elixir, which is probably the best healing item in the game. Well, it is, there's no probably about that. So you'll definitely want it, but make sure you keep it safe, since there's an item trick I'll teach you later, but you need to keep the Mega Elixir in order to use the trick. And now we get to hear Cloud's backstory, which is quite a lengthy backstory, so make sure you've got a cup of coffee or something. Especially if you're playing rather than watching, you don't get many opportunities to save. So 5 years ago, Cloud was in Soldier with Sephiroth and on a mission. Sephiroth, of course, being perhaps one of the baddest bad guys in the Final Fantasy series. Sure you know who he is, even if you haven't played this game. Well, at least if you don't know who he is, you might have heard of him at least, I should think. I know he doesn't look particularly badass, but trust me, he is. To be honest, I don't know why Cloud's even come along. He's pretty useless, as Sephiroth does most of the work here. So we get a battle which you really can't lose, even if Cloud dies, then Sephiroth will just resurrect him. You can't control Sephiroth either. Not that you'd need to. That wasn't too difficult. Like I said, Cloud is completely useless really. So this is Nibelheim, Cloud's hometown. This is where we had the flashback earlier where he and young Tifa were sitting together talking before Cloud went off to join Soldier. That's about the most that Sephiroth talks about his past. At least on friendly terms. Interesting. Strange little conversation. Anyway, just run into town. And that'll progress things. Well, that's nice of him, isn't it? To be honest, this is the nicest that Sephiroth is throughout the whole game, so don't get used to it. Poor Cloud's a nobody. Right then, the thing we really want to do here is going to Tifa's house. And that's not Tifa's house, that's Cloud's house. We'll go into there a little bit later. Yeah, we do annoy Tifa. Remember, this is a flashback and Cloud is telling the story to Tifa along with everybody else. But we do need to go in here and go into Tifa's bedroom. And go to the piano and basically pay attention to the notes that you play. Well, you don't really need to pay attention because we'll sort it out again later. But it's a good idea to play, I think. Okay, and we'll be coming back later to that piano now we've played that little song. And you can loot some underwear. Orthopedic underwear apparently, from Tifa's furniture. I guess she's not going to be too happy about that. That's probably not giving us many good points with Tifa, but hey. And now we can go into Cloud's house and learn absolutely nothing, so don't bother. Or maybe we can. Poor Cloud lost his dad. And his mum a few days after this. You can tell where he gets his hair from. Wow, I'm gonna get bloody headache if this flashy thing doesn't stop. Okay, so we had a little conversation there. To be honest, I'm not sure if you have to have that to progress the story, but I guess it doesn't hurt to do it. And we can go up and speak to Sephiroth. And when you're ready, choose Let's Get Some Sleep, and that will progress the story nicely. With a quick mention that in the morning, which is now, we'll be meeting a guide. And it looks like Cloud overslept a little bit. Sephiroth is waiting. Yeah, come on Sephiroth, let's have our picture taken. It's an important plot point actually, so it needs to be done. Mako reactors are, of course, the Shinra harvesting centres that collect the live stream from the planet and turn it into energy. Just in case you forgot. And Tifa being our guide. I'm not sure why we'd need Tifa since Cloud also grew up in this town. Looks like one of the blue guys has taken a hit, seeing as how he seems to have disappeared. Fair enough. And you do get random encounters from this point. I think you do anyway. But with Sephiroth in your party, there's really no need to worry about it. He's got the Masamune, that long sword, which is awesome. And he's got some materia as well. Completely mastered, of course. Leveled up to full. Don't worry. By the end of the game, we will completely overpower what Sephiroth is at now. It's a cave. Nothing through there, I don't think. And as I said, yes, we do get random encounters. Don't worry, Sephiroth can one-shot them all. Just like that. You don't get experience or anything. Cloud is basically a lower level than when you started the game. In fact, you start the game at like level 7 with Cloud. So I guess that's because of his adventures with the Shinra. A little bit of a history lesson for you there. And we are progressing to the Mako reactor. Looks like we're almost there. To be honest, I'm pretty sure Cloud could skip some of this information in his little flashback story. Oh, bugger. Oh well, get to see Sephiroth kick some ass again. Like I said, don't worry if Cloud dies, Sephiroth will just resurrect him. The only sad thing is that Sephiroth takes no damage at all, which means that if he's got a limit break, you don't get to see it. And probably not surprisingly, this Mako reactor looks very similar to the ones we've already destroyed. It's got the same sort of layout, that's for sure. If not a tad smaller. Let's go through here, just keep following Sephiroth. just go over and do what Sephiroth says. We've got some sort of, you know, Hojo, he was the scientist earlier with the glasses and the long black hair. Well, he's doing some sort of experiments here in the Mako reactor. So Hojo is harvesting the Mako energy and pumping it into what looks like beings of some kind, normal members of Soldier, the humans, blah 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 blah. So these are actually the birth of new Soldier members, or at least experiments to find some good ways of breeding new Soldier members. Now Sephiroth turns emo, and he pretty much stays this way for the rest of the game. Pleasant. So basically, Sephiroth discovered something about his past that he's not too happy with, and now he went a bit insane. Not that you could really blame him, that is pretty messed up. So you have an opportunity here, your only opportunity to save the game, which I will do. And as soon as you've saved, you will continue with your story. Although you are more than halfway through now, so don't worry too much about the amount of time remaining. So back into the flashback, and it seems Sephiroth has apparently hidden himself inside the mansion. The Shinra mansion. And we will come back here later and explore the whole place, but for now we just need to go and find Sephiroth, who is through this secret door down here into the basement. There's no random encounters at this moment in time, which is useful since Cloud sucks, to be fair. We'll find Sephiroth just through here, where he seems to be doing a fair bit of reading. So Genova, who Sephiroth believed was his mother, is a organism that a person called Dr. Gast or Professor Gast found. At least 2,000 years old. So far we're not sure of the origin to Jenova, but we will discover it later on. Once you have control of the cloud again, it's just a case of leaving the Shinra basement to kickstart the story once again. So let's go down and see what Sephiroth's up to. Great time for a sleep that was. Sephiroth's going insane downstairs, but we'll just come upstairs for a nap. This is the Sephiroth music, so no doubt he has discovered something. Well, he seems happy. That's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? So the general gist is that Professor Gast found Jenova, which is what they've called this 2,000-year-old biological specimen that they found, and they've been experimenting with it, trying to produce some advanced soldiers, and it seems that Sephiroth was perhaps the first successful attempt at producing such a soldier. And now he's found out, he's not too happy about it. And this doesn't look good. Cloud's home town is burning down. So I guess it's goodbye to Nibelheim. Once you've got control of Cloud, you can run into his house, and I guess he sees his mother has died since he comes out shaking his head. I'm guessing Sephiroth's got the elemental fire equipped since he didn't take any damage then. Yeah, I know, I'm just annoyed that I didn't actually get it, that elemental materia. It's so useful. Anyway, if you head back to the reactor, the game pretty much puts you there, and go and see what Sephiroth is up to now. Pretty stupid if you ask me, since he's on a killing spree. And if you follow Tifa through, well, I'm pretty sure that should have killed Tifa, to be honest. She got the Masamune blade sliced right through her, and then she falls down the stairs. Let's go and see if we can sort Sephiroth out, shall we? And this is where Genova is being kept, with her cells being fed through the pipe and into the experiments. So if you haven't got the general gist, basically Genova was an alien that crashed into the planet a long time ago. And that's it. For some reason, Cloud seems to get amnesia from that point onwards. No, you don't say, Cloud. Yeah, I don't think Barrett really cares about the particulars, he just likes to beat the crap out of things. Don't forget to grab the Mega Elixir out of the chest if you haven't already. Red 13. And you now have full health and magic points by the looks of things. And we can now change party members. Don't forget to visit the shops if you still need to. That's the end of Cloud's Tale though, and there's the PHS. You can switch characters in and out now at your leisure. Characters that are not in your party will not get experience as you kill things. But I'm pretty sure you probably already guessed that anyway. But that's going to be the end of this episode, well, very nearly anyway. Before I finish, I do just want to get to the next area. What is this thing? Actually, I'm not too sure. Can we steal anything from it? Ah, high potion. Nothing really interesting then. So let's kill it. If you notice, I've got a new enemy skill called Level 4 Suicide. I'll tell you how to get that in the next episode. Whatever that thing was, it was easy enough to kill. And gave crap XP and money. So we're going to the dot, which is on the right hand side of this map. If you press the start button, you can make your world map bigger. These things steal from you, but you can get it back just by killing them. They can only steal items and stuff that's in your inventory. They can't actually steal stuff you have equipped, obviously. Let's put our map back. And there's some tracks on the floor. There's chocobo tracks. We'll talk about them next time. They do have a use. Yet one more enemy to kill. Let's defend and see if we can kill them all with Matcha Magic. Matcha Magic and Bowls will definitely do it. Okay, let's save. And this is the Chocobo Ranch, which we will pick up from in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for joining me. I've been FF7, and I will see you next time.